So first of all, congratulations on your surgery date. Just a nice morning. I thought I'd sit out the back and answer this question. I will do a more sort of put together, thought out video on pre and post-op advice, but this will just be sort of off the top of my head and the things that really spring to mind first. So the first thing I would say is if any of the advice that I give goes directly against what your surgeon has advised you to do, ignore me. Always go with your surgeon. Because as I've said before, every surgeon's different, techniques may be different, and we don't know why they may have certain rules for their patients, so it's important that you follow your surgeon's advice. So tips for the hospital, some of these may not apply depending on how far you're travelling, but bring a really long phone charger, and if you're travelling abroad, bring a plug that's for that country. If you've got a long phone charger, it doesn't matter where the plug is in the room, you can always have your phone on charge. You may be a bit uncomfortable and unable to get up at some point, so make sure your phone's with you and handy, especially for directly after the operation. And I brought my own pillow, and I felt that really helped me be comfortable when I was trying to sleep. Don't panic and feel you need to bring everything with you to the hospital, like protein shakes and medicines and this and that and the other. The hospital will take care of most things for you, and you do find that in the first few days you really can't stomach much anyway. At least that was my experience. The next thing is whatever pyjamas you bring for the hospital and clothes to travel home, make sure they're loose fitting, comfortable and aren't going to press on your incisions. The next tip is directly after surgery. It is true what they say, walking helps with gas pain, so get up and walk. Something I did before my surgery was to stock up on a load of protein shakes and protein powders, only to find in the weeks following surgery that I couldn't stomach them and keep them down, so they ended up being a total waste of money. So don't overstock up on things for post-operative care. Maybe get a few things to try and then see what works for you, and then go out and buy however much you need of the thing that is working for you. Because it's really hard to tell how you're going to react to things. Everybody's so different. And then just the obvious things like making sure you've got someone to drive you home, because you're not going to be okay to drive after surgery. Be prepared to feel any type of way after you come out from under anaesthetic. I had a bit of a funny reaction. It took me about 5-6 hours to come round fully. I was high as a kite for a very long time and felt really sick. All totally worth it though. I'd also say if you can, bring a laptop or a tablet, because all I really wanted to do was watch stuff. I didn't really feel like reading because I was on morphine and stuff. Start taking biotin supplements now if you want to preserve as much of your hair as you can. And lastly, don't expect miracles. You cannot expect to lose weight in the first 6 to 8 weeks. It is a healing process. Trust the process. And good luck. If you want a part 2, like and comment.